Imagine a realm so vast it spans 3 continents, a dynasty so influential it shapes the course of history. Welcome to the world of the Ottoman Empire, a mighty force that emerged in the 14th century and endured for more than 6 centuries, leaving an indelible mark on the world. At its peak, it ruled over diverse ethnic and religious groups, leaving a lasting legacy that continues to resonate in the modern Middle East and Eastern Europe. The seed of this colossal empire was planted in the late 13th century with the establishment of the Anatolian Beylik of Osman, named after its founder, Osman I. From this modest beginning, the empire expanded its territory, eventually becoming a dominant power in the region. The rise of this mighty empire is a tale of strategic location, military prowess, and administrative flexibility. From a small Anatolian beylik, the Ottoman state began its march to prominence. Its journey started in the late 13th century, grounded in the ambitions of a man named Osman I. The beylik, or principality, named after him, would in time become the foundation for an empire that would span 3 continents and last for over 6 centuries. The Ottoman Empire's rise to power was not a matter of chance, but a result of strategic planning, military discipline, and a flexible administrative structure. Its geographic location, bridging Europe, Asia, and Africa, was a significant boon. This prime position facilitated trade and cultural exchange, enriching the empire and broadening its influence. But location alone didn't define the empire. It was the strength and discipline of its military that truly set it apart. The Janissaries, the empire's elite infantry force, were known for their skill and loyalty. Trained from a young age, these soldiers were a formidable force, playing a crucial role in the empire's expansion and defense. Yet, it wasn't just through military might that the empire grew. The Ottomans demonstrated a remarkable ability to incorporate diverse ethnic and religious groups into their administrative structure. This flexibility allowed the empire to maintain control over vast territories and diverse populations, fostering a sense of unity and shared identity among its subjects. As the empire expanded, it reached its peak in the 16th and 17th centuries. The reign of Sulayman the Magnificent marked a golden age for the Ottomans. Sulayman, also known as Sulayman the Lawgiver, brought about an era of cultural, economic, and military prosperity. Istanbul, once Constantinople, flourished under his rule, becoming a vibrant center of Islamic civilization and a symbol of Ottoman grandeur. By the 16th century, the Ottoman Empire had reached its zenith, a golden age under the rule of Sulayman the Magnificent. It was an empire that had risen from a small Anatolian principality to become a dominant power, leaving an indelible mark on the pages of history. In the heart of Istanbul, the echoes of a golden age still resonate. Let's journey back to the 16th and 17th centuries, when the Ottoman Empire was at its zenith, a beacon of culture, prosperity, and military prowess. This was an era of unprecedented growth and expansion, with the empire stretching across Southeast Europe, Western Asia, and North Africa. At the helm of this flourishing empire was Sulayman the Magnificent, also known as Sulayman the Lawgiver. A visionary leader, Sulayman was instrumental in fostering an era of cultural enlightenment, economic prosperity, and military achievements. Under his reign, the Ottoman Empire was not just a political and military force to be reckoned with, but also a cultural powerhouse that left an indelible mark on the world. Istanbul, formerly known as Constantinople, was the vibrant heart of the empire. Under Sulayman's rule, the city blossomed into a bustling metropolis, a melting pot of cultures, and a hub of Islamic civilization. It was a symbol of Ottoman grandeur, its majestic palaces, grand mosques, and bustling bazaars testament to the empire's wealth and cultural sophistication. But it wasn't just about grandeur and opulence. The Ottoman Empire under Sulayman also saw significant developments in law, literature, art, and science. Sulayman himself was a patron of culture, supporting poets, artists, and scholars, and his court was a hive of intellectual and creative activity. This cultural efflorescence, coupled with the empire's economic and military strength, made the Ottoman Empire a beacon of civilization during its peak. Yet beneath the surface of this glittering era, there were signs of trouble. The very factors that had propelled the empire to its zenith were beginning to turn against it. The empire's military and administrative systems were showing cracks, its economy was starting to falter, and its multi-ethnic, multi-religious fabric was beginning to fray at the edges. Behind the scenes of this golden age, the seeds of decline were being sown. Yet behind this grandeur, the seeds of decline were being sown. The once mighty empire began to crumble, brought down by internal strife, external pressures, and the relentless march of time. As the sun began to set on the Ottoman Empire, a combination of outdated systems, economic stagnation, and corruption started to eat away at its foundations. The once formidable military and administrative apparatus of the Ottomans, which had been a key factor in its rise to power, became increasingly obsolete. The Janissaries, once the empire's elite infantry force, lost their edge due to complacency and neglect. The administrative structure, once praised for its flexibility and inclusiveness, became riddled with inefficiency and graft. The empire's inability to adapt to the changing dynamics of warfare and governance was a major factor in its decline. Economic stagnation too played a significant role in the fall of the empire. The once thriving trade routes that had brought wealth and prosperity to the empire were now controlled by European powers, leading to a sharp decline in revenue. The empire's economy became overly dependent on agriculture, leaving it vulnerable to fluctuations in crop yields and prices. Corruption and fiscal mismanagement further compounded these economic challenges. External pressures were no less significant in the empire's decline. European imperialism, with its advanced technology and aggressive expansionist policies, posed a serious threat to the Ottomans. The empire found itself increasingly isolated and outmatched on the international stage, succumbing to territorial losses in wars with European powers. Nationalist movements within the empire also contributed to its downfall. Ethnic and religious groups, once united under the banner of the empire, began to demand greater autonomy and rights. The empire's inability to effectively manage these nationalist aspirations led to widespread unrest and rebellion, further weakening its hold over its territories. The Balkan Wars of the early 20th century were a critical turning point. The empire suffered devastating losses, with most of its European possessions slipping out of its grasp. The once expansive empire was now a shadow of its former self, struggling to maintain control over its remaining territories. But it was World War I that dealt the final blow to the Ottoman Empire. Aligned with the Central Powers, the empire found itself on the losing side. The subsequent partitioning of its territories by the victorious Allied powers marked the end of the empire's long and turbulent history. The Treaty of Sevres in 1920 officially dissolved the Ottoman Empire, bringing to an end over 6 centuries of Ottoman rule. The once mighty empire, which had stood as a beacon of Islamic civilization and a symbol of Ottoman grandeur, had fallen. The Treaty of Sevres in 1920 marked the end of an era, the fall of the Ottoman Empire. The empire may have fallen, but its legacy endures. The Ottoman Empire, once a beacon of Islamic civilization and a powerhouse of the Old World, continues to leave an indelible mark on the cultural, political, and social landscape of the Middle East and Eastern Europe. Its influence stretches far beyond the territorial boundaries it once commanded. In the realm of culture, the Ottoman Empire's grandeur is still palpable. Ottoman architecture, with its distinctive domes and minarets, punctuates the skylines of many cities. Istanbul's Hagia Sophia and the Blue Mosque are iconic testaments to the empire's architectural prowess. Ottoman cuisine, a rich tapestry of flavors, continues to tantalize palates worldwide. From the hearty kebab to the sweet allure of baklava, these culinary delights are a gastronomic legacy of the empire. The empire's influence also permeates the world of music and language. The haunting strains of Ottoman classical music continue to resonate, while the Turkish language, once the lingua franca of the empire, remains widely spoken in regions that were once under Ottoman rule. In the political and social landscapes, the impact of the Ottoman Empire is equally profound. The empire's millet system, which allowed religious communities to govern themselves, is seen as a precursor to modern concepts of multiculturalism and pluralism. Moreover, its legal traditions and administrative structures have influenced subsequent Islamic and European states. Despite the tumultuous end of the Ottoman Empire, its spirit lives on in modern Turkey. The Republic, under the leadership of Mustafa Kemal Ataturk, rose from the ashes of the empire, embodying the resilience and adaptability that defined the Ottomans at their zenith. Today, Turkey straddles the crossroads of Europe and Asia, much like the empire did centuries ago, carrying forward the echoes of a bygone era. From the ashes of this mighty empire, modern Turkey arose, carrying forward the echoes of a bygone era. Before we conclude our journey into the history of the Ottoman Empire, we'd like to take a brief moment to invite you to continue exploring the annals of time with us. Here at Exposing Drive, we're passionate about unearthing the stories that shaped our world and sharing them with you. But we need your support. to keep this journey going. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into the Ottoman Empire, we encourage you to hit the like button below. Your likes not only show us your appreciation, but they also help other history enthusiasts discover our content. And if you want to ensure you never miss an episode of our historical explorations, do hit the subscribe button. Subscribing will let you stay up to date with our latest videos, and it's the best way to support our channel. By subscribing, you're not just joining a YouTube channel, you're joining a community of history lovers keen on understanding our past to better navigate our present. So why wait? Click like, hit subscribe, and join us as we continue our journey into the fascinating world of history. Let's keep the spirit of exploration alive.